Hello, everybody. Trying to... Why is chat disabled? Okay, this is stupid. Just a minute, let me try and get into the... Because I don't know why the chat is disabled. It shouldn't be disabled. As usual, YouTube with a lot of enhancements. New stuff, and they mess up other stuff. Okay, there we go. Now I can see it. Oh, hi, Marijuana. Hi, Tina. So, as usual, I couldn't see it on the regular watching the video, but I can see it in the back end. Crazy YouTube. Anyway, let's see what the whole chat today is about. Let me make this smaller so I can see everything. And winter is here pretty much, even for some people you wouldn't believe that it is. But yesterday, late afternoon, evening, we had some tornadic storms on the 30th of November. And as general news, if you watched the news yesterday, Alaska had a 7.0 earthquake. I have some friends there, but they are good. Hi, Harry. I have a thing with hello, dear. That's usually used by a certain kind of people on social networks. And today I woke up and I saw that President H.W. Bush died, so may he rest in peace. But I guess we are not here to discuss the news on the planet. Let's get back to our news, our polymer clay and art news. What is new in the polymer clay world? Number one, as I said, I'm going to, in this live, I'm going to do a little bit of shameless promotion, not for myself, but for other people. And one of the people that I want to do a promotion for is a wonderful artist who has the name of their online business, Stormwind Creations. And let me put the link in the chat. And what she makes absolutely fabulous is dragon's eggs. Well, of course, and she makes a whole bunch of other things. Hi, Sonia. She makes a whole bunch of other things and all kinds of soaps and lotions and other things. But it's worth checking her channel. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is make sure that you check PolyClay Play's website, because there are quite a few sales going on, and hopefully there'll be more interesting things coming soon. And to promote myself as well, I don't know if you were aware of the fact that right now there is a sale going in the store, both for various pieces as well as for tutorials. And the sale will be going on until December 30th, 31st. And it's like 20% off. And this is pretty much the time to grab the tutorials that are a little bit more expensive. I'm going to um, post today the last two tutorials from last month that were sponsors only. I was supposed to put them up like, I don't know, 10 days ago. I just kept going over with all kinds of stuff that's been going on. And then on the 5th, don't forget that the Bumblebee Jasper tutorial is coming up for sale. As for my health news, I have good news. Well, pretty good. Um, when I had the last doctor appointments I had, the lymph nodes that were lighting up on the PET scan and were kind of inflamed went down. And then also the blood work came up a little bit wonky, a little bit not perfect, but not enough to warrant anything else but a follow-up after 6 months. So they said nobody knows what happened because there are all kinds of stuff that happen after chemo and after all kinds of stuff. So, well, I'll take it. Hi, Tia Lisa. And me and Tia Lisa met the other day in Guild Wars 2, but she had some issues with her cat. So she didn't play long. I played a little bit longer. What was I going to say? Yeah, the other thing that happened that hopefully will fix, but I'm not seeing my primary care until the 6th. My breast cancer surgeon had a wonderful idea because I don't know if I talked about that, but I have Graves' disease as well, and I was hyperthyroid really severely. I mean, it took them like 3 years to be able to bring my levels down. And a couple of months before I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I actually had radioactive iodine ablation of the thyroid gland. I couldn't have surgery because it was grown so big. Yeah, I had a goiter. It was grown so big that it was wrapped around the vocal box. And the risk of me losing my voice was too high. So they went ahead and brought my thyroid levels as low as they could, because a lot of times when they try to kill your thyroid with radioactive iodine, you can get into thyroid storm, and that is a life-threatening condition. And I was twice in it. But anyway, so I had that, and then my thyroid was so feisty that it didn't die. It just slowly reverted to normal. Um, and they kept, doing the TSH and the free T4, and they slowly came to normal. But then when I saw my breast cancer surgeon this past month, he had a wonderful idea to do a complete thyroid, a more complete, not fully complete. But anyway, they figured out that, yeah, I'm glad she does, Alisa. Um, they discovered that actually my 3T, the T3 uptake is low. So a lot of the fatigue and everything else is very well might be from the thyroid. But as I said, I'm not seeing my primary care until the 6th. So hopefully they'll figure out and be able to fix me, because it's getting more frustrating. Um, and it's not like I don't have enough chemo brain and brain fog. Now I have to have the brain fog from the thyroid too. Anyway, um, so now that we took that out of the way, the cats are doing fine, and Whisper is doing fine. He didn't have any more episodes. Hi Tanya, he's been absolutely fine, and he was really happy yesterday that he got some cheese as well. And the cats are fine as well, and they play, and Seamus is a little shit. Actually, last evening I had to watch him because I'm not sure if I told you before, but a little Seamus is terrified of thunderstorms. Yeah, you know that cats are terrified of thunderstorms, most of them, because they don't like loud noises and all that. But no, Seamus is so terrified that he pees himself. I mean, no kidding. So whenever we have a thunderstorm, I need to to watch him very carefully, and because he has a specific type of meow that he starts doing. And I know that when he starts meowing like that, he's going to pee in the next few seconds. So I'm watching him and I'm ready to scoop him out to rush him in the kitchen because, of course, in the kitchen I have a tile floor instead of having him pee all over the carpet, you know. And they are usually not sit, stand up with cat pee going down my elbow on the floor, but that's nothing I can do. I actually was thinking of getting one of those um, there's those sprays that are plant-based that are supposed to calm cats, and I want to actually try the thing with the comfort t-shirt because I actually gave up. I don't know if I told you about that, but with my cats being bigger than normal cats, they're just big boys. Uh, Hi, Deja Magic. Um, Normally, when I put the flea medicine on them, I put a t-shirt on them so they wouldn't lick, and I keep the t-shirt on them for like an hour and a half. And as they kept growing, the t-shirts I kept buying for them just got smaller and smaller. And finally, the medium, I couldn't find medium t-shirts because I get the dogs ones. And finally, I went to the Family Dollar one day, and as I was looking for something, I passed the infant and toddler section, and I saw these onesies. So I got two onesies, and I just cut the bottom part, and those are my guys' T-shirts now. And on Seamus's, it says Tiny Boss, and on Connor says Already Famous, because he is. But that's what I was thinking because I know that I read a lot of studies with animals that are afraid of thunderstorms. If you put a tight shirt on them, then they calm down. Yeah, they do have them. And of course, they don't like them because there are not many cats who like to be dressed up. But they have to do that because on a dog you can put that flea meds on the droplets on between their shoulder blades and they cannot reach them. But cats, no, they will reach them. Um, Now, talking about polymer clay. As usual, I'm trying to catch up. I'm actually working on a fairly big tutorial that's going to be because I put out the Bumblebee tutorial last month for my tier 2 sponsors, and I'm working on a tutorial that's going to be both for November and December. That's quite extensive with 6 different techniques of making veneers. Um, Actually, 3 of them are canes, and the other 3 are other things. And then everything will make and how to make those big geometrical like pendants, and everything will look wonderful. I mean, I'm going to make a lot of beads and then show how, because it's going to have a little bit of theory on jewelry design. I'm going to show different, this is a subject that me and my sponsors have been going through and the live broadcast that I have sponsors only on jewelry design with various elements and how do you put together and create something, and how do you combine the colors and how do you combine the patterns and all that. Um, and this tutorial, as I said, is going to be pretty big, and I want to finish it quite professionally because I might actually put it on Amazon as well. Um, I really need to get some of my tutorials on Amazon, the ones that don't have PDF files, because it's kind of hard to do a lot of PDF file information in a video. The ones of you who have purchased tutorials from me know that usually in the PDF file I give very, very extensive information. Yeah, go ahead and go get coffee. I was like that yesterday. But anyway, I cannot show you very close up, but these are some of the beads, and they have all kinds of effects. I have some of them, I forgot to bring them in here. They are still in the kitchen on the sanding thing. And talking about sanding, I had a really bad time last month with the sanding because my hands were getting worse and worse until I finally managed to get my yearly steroid shots. As I think I told you, I have osteoarthritis of the thumb. That's beside the nerve damage I have in my cervical spine that affects my hands. But I have osteoarthritis of the thumb here, and because I have spurs, they get on the nerve and on the tendon, and I start having problems grasping and pinching. So it's hard to hold on something. And yeah, because that was another thing about my health. And they discovered that between last year's x-ray and this year's x-ray, apparently I had 4 stress fractures in my hands because I have baby bird bones. And there were 3 on the right hand and 1 on the left hand, but they got healed. So I guess I broke. They didn't move. They didn't. And as one of my followers said, you know, we get so used to the pain that we don't really realize that something really bad going on. So yeah, apparently on some of the tutorials you've seen from me, I had broke fractures in my hand and I had no idea. But they are good now. And my vitamin D, oh yeah, and I need to increase my vitamin D intake because I have some metabolic problem. I don't process well vitamin D. From 5,000 units a day that I take now to 7,000 units a day to keep it into normal levels to help with my bones. So I am glad you made it, Chris. Did you get your coffee, Tanya? Yeah, by the way, I am so glad because everywhere in the stores there's all the holiday coffee, and I love flavored coffee. So I got me peppermint bark. No, I just take the little gel capsules, the vitamin D3 gel caps. So I got peppermint bark flavored coffee. I got mocha mint, roasted chestnut, and one more, I forgot something. But anyway, I have like 4 different flavored coffees, and I'm so happy about that. Um, but yeah, yesterday I wasn't able to work much on stuff. This afternoon, I'm going to have another, because I had to reschedule the live for the sponsors from yesterday evening to today due to thunderstorms, and it was a good thing because we had 2. Yeah, I know, and I'm watching. And by the way, I so hope to be able to get to that because I have, talking of candy making, I have some surprises for you. I got all the materials I need as usual, but I hope to get to it. I couldn't do it because I couldn't grasp. And another thing that I so hope I can do, um, I don't know if you've ever made caned cookies. Because you can make caned cookies, and I hope, because I have to make quite a bit of cookies. Usually for Christmas, I give to my friends and everybody stuff that I make, and usually it's some gourmet thing. 1 year I made homemade gourmet mustard, or I make different kinds of fudges or all kinds of stuff, cookies, European cookies and stuff. But that's an idiot. Yeah. Okay, all kinds of idiots. Anyway, so yeah, it's always nice to have a new toy, huh? I'm sure that you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. But anyway, talking about cooking, canned cookies. Hi Edna. What I usually do, I make a kind of like a butter dough for butter cookies, pretty much. And then I get different. I have like cinnamon essential oil and peppermint essential oil and other essential oils and extracts. And then you just get food coloring, and then you can do exactly canning with all that dough. I mean, I used to make like with the little Christmas trees or with candy canes and gingerbread man, and you just make the roll and you put it in the fridge a little bit, and then you cut the slices and you bake the cookies. So I hope I'll be able to do that, and I'm going to do it on a live if I do it, even if it might not be that good of a quality video, because I'm going to have to get the laptop in the kitchen so I can do a live. But I'm sure that it would be a lot of fun, and you can come with ideas and other things. So that should be around let me see, the 17. So probably around the 15 or the 16, because the 17 I have a doctor's appointment, the first doctor's appointment, and I have to do I give the nurses and the assistants there um, cookies, and they love my cookies. So I'll have to make them a little bit before that. Um, Now, what else are we going to do on the channel? Well, number one, we have the tomorrow. We are going to finish doing the little salt and pepper shaker, and the same I'll do how to cover silverware, and also how to cover a silverware with the poinsettia thing, how to do. I'll show you how to actually make a poinsettia cane out of all those petal canes that we made for the poinsettia brooch tutorial, and how you can use that cane to cover it and make beautiful, beautiful, beautiful silverware handles. And the rest I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to start planning when I don't know how I'm going to feel. But I do have in plan a whole bunch of what I really want to do is to do a transfer, a photo transfer, um, a Christmas ornament, because I want to show you how you can. Yeah, you know what? You can go. There you go. I don't like. And I bet you I know who this person is. I don't know if you know that I had some issues with one of my former sponsors, and I guess they just want uh, to make me tell everybody what this is about, and I will on the blog. I'm not going to pester everybody with this. But if they really want me to do that, I will. Anyway, so you two what? Because I've been trying to block this person. But yeah, talking about candy making, there's a certain material, and that's what I want to show you because you can make beautiful ornaments and all kinds, and also for the, um, car rear view mirror. Yeah, I'm sure you do, Tanya. We know. I mean, my sponsors know who that most likely is. Uh, because they are the two things that she was most famous for. Anyway, so talking about, there's a certain material that you can. I tested some stuff to do exactly the stuff that they do in the Japanese candy making, and oh, you know too, Tina. Oh goodness. Yeah. Anyway, there are some people who like everybody to make fun of them and to come out as nuts. Well, that's their problem. But as I was saying, hopefully we'll be able to do some of those ornaments, and I'm going to try and work on them next week. Also, my roof is being replaced. In case I didn't talk about that, yes, they do. And they are going to work on a roof itself because did the porch on the back, and the roof itself they are going to do it on Monday. So probably Monday I won't be able to do much because it's gonna be a lot of banging, and I cannot focus much when it's a lot of banging. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, essentially, I intend to do a whole bunch of Christmassy and holiday stuff, and I'm almost done also with my because it's not just a review of the Decorum mica powders. It's also um, with a couple tutorials on how you can use them, and as well as I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to bring them up this month. Probably I'm going to focus for January, February. Yeah, I hope they'll be fine because January and February are usually more dead months for doing stuff. So I thought that I'm going to push a whole bunch of stuff of flower making and some resin stuff because I had a lot of requests about resin. So I'm going to do that. And also, maybe one of these days I'll get around to do some PBO paint tutorials with a little bit of a new take on it than what you've been seeing. And yes, it's PBO, not PBO, because it's a French and it's got the accent on the A, on the E in English. So it's pronounced PBO. Um, yeah, so yeah, it won't be good. The other, hold on, because I wanted to talk about another. I mean, just a second. Fog brain. Also, one thing that I wanted to say, and I said a while ago that I cannot really do commission work for the simple reason that because of the health issues I have, I cannot commit to a timeline. And I don't want to have people upset at me that I'm supposed to do something in a certain time and I'm not because I can't. So I don't do commission work. Please follow my online store as I get stuff done. I upload it there. And again, remember that there's a sale going on. And the other thing, don't forget to register for the Imagine contest. Why put resin on the cabochons instead of sanding? And not on all cabochons you can put resin, and you don't get the same effect. Because, for example, if you do a cabochon that's well, I don't know, you might explain to him what a stupid dad he has. Maybe. Hi, Judy. What the heck is on with all these losers? A lot of losers today out there. It's Saturday, it's something. But it's like YouTube is inundated with losers. Ah, yeah, you think it might be. I don't know, though. She wouldn't use this kind of language unless she was even more screwed up in the head than we thought. You know? Yeah, who knows? Anything is possible. That's I don't. If somebody comes and tells me, "Oh, it's impossible that such and such wouldn't do that," no, everything is possible. Everything is possible. Anyway, um, report them also. Yeah, no, usually bots don't do that. Usually bots don't do that. You got the micro powders, these ones, the Decorum, these ones. Yeah, we'll do some stuff and we'll do a lot of resin with them. Talking about resin. Okay. Talking about resin, I got a lot of requests to do 4 gemstones with resin. And I will. And I will, I promise, including as I said before, usually I don't do 4 gemstones in resin because it's not a challenge. I mean, it's so easy to do a 4 gemstone with resin. You just put some stuff in there and that's it. The challenge is to actually do 4 gemstones in polymer clay. I get my resin on Amazon. If you go in my Amazon influencer store, I have a whole section there all about resin. And I get both the regular resin and the UV resin from there. But yeah, if you want to look at my Amazon influencer store, I think somebody is just doing creating new channels on the same account. What? Eyeshadow with plain aloe vera to get what's a builder's paste? Well, the UV resin kind of does a little bit of fumes as well. Let's see what you're talking about, the builder's paste. I have no idea what a builder's paste is. Judy, I'm sorry. Oh, Gilder's paste. I've No, in order to do a wax, you actually need to, and I got the materials again, I need to get to that. You need to have wax, beeswax, and then usually most of the time you need to have carnauba wax and other kind of uh, different resins and stuff too, and it depends on the proportions, and it depends on a lot of stuff. That's why some waxes are gilding waxes are better and some are not. Yeah, but no, that would not work. Whoever said aloe vera and eyeshadow would make gilder's paste, but they have no idea what they are talking about. Remember when you open the gilder's paste box, it actually has a smell, a mineral oil smell. And most of them have, except for the Art Alchemy ones and the new Prima Marketing ones that definitely have some essential oil in them. But no, that would not. Yes, you're right, Holly. You're right. I mean, I have friends who are selling gemstones and have stores and stuff, and they get fooled by my stones. I feel so good about it. On jade, on real jade. Why would you want to paint real jade? Huh. I know that some stuff changes color when it gets heated. Let's see if jade is. And what kind of jade, if we are talking about nephrite or jadeite? Is it nephrite or jadeite? Do you have any idea? So yeah, if you want to change the color, oh, never mind. If you're a troll, you're a troll. You're a stupid troll at that. No, it's a troll. No, it has other kind of. It's not cinnamon. It's got other kind. It might have cinnamon oil because that would be a good thing too. Yeah, I guess so. That all they are going to get is a lot of reports and being blocked. So if they think that's going to bother me, who's the stupid one here? Yeah, it's just showing how what a poor life they have. They are to be pitied, honestly. Yeah, I don't. I do have some issues with breathing, but I don't. Oh, yay! Another troll. Yeah, trolls. Yeah, generally, trolls and bullies know that they don't have a lot of success with me. But the truth is that these are really sick people because they get their jollies from and the truth is that a lot of people nowadays, they have a lot of issues with self-image. They are not very, yeah, I know. I'm trying to copy it. I'm still not there yet. But what I was saying is there nowadays, unfortunately, there are a lot of people have issues with self-image, with uh, self-confidence, and so on and so forth. And there are these twisted mind losers who get their jollies from trying to bully, you know. And of course, a lot of people do get upset and do get. I mean, think about that. How many artists and YouTubers have stopped. Yeah, you're right, Jeff. It's not just home, it's generally the whole life. But a lot of creators on YouTube for a while have stopped posting and uploading just because these bullies were getting at them. While people who did get in a little bit of bam bam with me know that that doesn't work, because I don't give a rat's dry turd about their opinion of me or about whatever they do. But you're right. It seems that today is loser Saturday. And you know what? It makes me feel so good when I know that somebody starts hating on me, because that means that I did something right, generally speaking. No, this is actually a very, very special stuff. I'm trying to get to do it in cane, because it's like one gradient comes like this and one gradient comes like this. So, but it's not just that, you know. I mean, there's another kind of gradient that it's hard to explain. I don't know. Let me try and show you closer. But it's really, really hard to do. And I've been studying it for a while. See? I really want to do something like this. No, it's not like tiger eye. See, it's got this gradient that goes from yellow to black to whatever. And then this pattern, uh, this, sorry, this, okay. See how this has a gradient on it too. Here it's darker and here it's lighter. And then on top of that, you get all these spirals. So yeah, I've been studying this thing. And hold on, there's another, see, that's another way. See how there's all kinds of gradients going in different directions? So yeah, I've been studying this blouse for a long time. I bought it because of the pattern. Yeah, it's not, no, you cannot really do it with a lace, and it goes differently. That's why I said it's very, very difficult to get. Um, but anyway, and what was I saying about what we are going to do for the rest of December? Yeah, I'm going to do a piece like last year, a piece for the new year. As usual. I mean, as usual, I did it last year, and I'm going to make it a tradition that I always do a piece for the new year for my sponsors. But I'm not entirely sure yet what. Might be, I was actually thinking, you know, it's the year of the Chinese year of the pig, the next year. And generally, the year of the pig is pretty good, because the pig is happy-go-lucky and has money and food and all that. So, yeah, you're not the only one. So I was thinking of making something, you know, with the year of the pig, but that would be kind of, you know, a nice sculpture or something. But I want to do something more advanced. Remember, like I did the Spirit of Winter for last year. I'm not sure yet. Maybe a journal cover or something. Anyway, if anybody has any kind of question, don't forget that you can always contact me. Now they did the community as well, the community tab on the channel, so you can post there. And calendar frame, yeah, maybe. I mean, we can talk about that, yeah. But I don't know. I still have a lot of things that I want to go through that are part of the learning process for the beginners. Because in case you didn't realize, I mean, most people know that I have stuff from a beginner level to intermediate level to master class. And I try to kind of keep them more for the beginner, a little bit less for the intermediate, and once in a while a master class stuff. Even if honestly, I think that sometimes we have different opinions about what a beginner level is. Because I always see beginners a little bit more advanced. But anyway, I have the whole stuff that would be in the process, the logical process of when somebody just starts with polymer clay. What would be the logical process to they should go to, and I will continue that series next year. It will be in the first trimester of the year. You know, like I did. I started with what clay to pick, and I'm going to continue with that. And then there will be, as I said, a lot of advice for people who want to start their own channel. It will be mostly focused on people who um, do a channel on art and how to and crafts and stuff, but not only, also about other stuff. Because again, as I said, I don't do it not because I don't know how to do it. It's just because I cannot afford time-wise and health-wise to do it. Unfortunately, I was more focused. Yes, that's what I'm trying. I was most focused until I got the whole cancer thing. I was most focused on my career because art usually takes years and years and years and years before you can feed off of it. Um, but yeah, I will continue with that. And until I do finish my whole series for the beginners, I won't get into bigger things. But what I promise you, you'll see more finished pieces. If you did not answer yet on the community tab on my channel, and there's a poll, and you can select what you would like the most to see on my channel. And I am paying attention to the percentage of answers when it comes to the next subject. But anyway, I need to keep working on mine. By the way, it's all kinds of, this is actually a 3D cane, but I don't want to show it too close. And then there are other, as I said, it's going to be a whole necklace with these big, you know, beads, and how to make the big beads and how to create all kinds of stuff. So I need to get back to work and then get my stuff prepared for my sponsors. Again, don't forget that there's a sale going um, on my website, and tutorials are 10%, 20% off, and the jewelry and other stuff is 15% off, if I'm not mistaken. But the sale will be until the end of December. And look for this. I should put up today, and the other, the a necklace with whatchamacallit, with the tiger's eye, maramamba, and all that. And this, I have to edit. I should be able to show it soon. Make sure that it's with one of the Morenzi turquoises, so you should be able to see it soon. And I'm not finished with the pendant because it has a pendant too that's not metallicized, so it's just but it is really faux silver, as you can see. So as I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff I'm working on, and I need to continue the 7 ways and with bezels and bales and then the spider site. And I wish I could clone myself, honestly. If I could clone myself with the lot, 3 more clones, I'd probably be able to keep up. So I'm gonna cut it here, and remember tomorrow at 12:30 Central Time, we're gonna finish the salt and pepper shaker and do some silverware. And if I get the time, maybe cover up decoration. And talking about decoration, I said that I was going to do one with at least one with the photo transfer, so you can put the whatchamacallit, bonjour Kitu, the photos of your family, and to have, you know, to make the yearly ornament that can um, be in the tree, and you make a whole tradition of this. So Wednesday I should be able to go out because I need a laser printer for that, and I don't have a laser printer. I'll just go to Kinko's and do a few prints. But I'm going to get back to work, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful Saturday and weekend. Goodbye.